Alright guys, welcome to the Stealth Dragon channel. I'm Andy and we are going to be talking about Call of Duty. We're going to be talking about the PS5 Pro. We're going to be talking about the developers of Call of Duty. We're going to be talking about the cheating problem. We're going to be talking about the bugs and glitches in the game. There has been many times that I have tried to shoot the opponent and I was aiming directly at them and still the bullets would go right through the character. So something is very off. And also the netcode hit detection. So on my side it looks like I was ducking for cover, but on the side of the kill cam it shows that my opponent was seeing me in clear view. So something is just way off when it comes to those two things. That is definite. You have popular streamers and YouTubers that are complaining and they are calling out this Call of Duty for the cheating problem and the glitches, and they're talking about Verdansk right around the corner, and you're like thinking, okay, Verdansk is what we've been waiting for, but are we going to take Verdansk with the way the Call of Duty game is right now in the state that it's in? That's the problem that we're dealing with right now. I had such a big frustration with the ranked play mode because I know if the hackers weren't in the ranked play mode, I would be doing I think a lot better than my status. I got to silver 2, which is well, much appreciative, but I really want to get to a high level on ranked. And you know what I realized? I realized that my favorite modes is hardcore, and it's over the Warzone and it's over the rank play, because with the hardcore it's easier. I know it sounds like it's easier, but it's really not, because you either kill or you be killed. So in the hardcore mode is more meant for, you know, you have to get that one shot in, you have to be precise. That's what's good about the hardcore mode, and I like that a lot. So I'm a fan of the hardcore mode over the Warzone and the rank play. I'll play the rank play because I still want to level up in that way, in that perspective. So, in my opinion, the hardcore mode is my favorite. But let's get back to the whole Call of Duty developers and everything. You know, this is a time where I think they are gonna be vacationing for a little while, like always. And you know, we already have bugs and glitches. We have the hackers just running amok all over the maps, the Warzone. They're blatantly cheating, not even showing any sign of guilt or shame. They're just literally cheating, not hiding anything. So at the end of the day, this is a very big problem now, because we're dealing with people that are always hacking and they will never stop hacking. And you know, you have these popular YouTubers talking about, why isn't this anti-cheat system working in a professional way? Why are these hackers and cheaters allowed to keep playing this game? There has to be a PR department in Call of Duty to actually take these games, take these people and delete them from their servers. This is unacceptable what they're doing right now. They're not giving anybody a chance to experience the game, because a lot of people actually like the game. Black Ops 6 is actually a pretty decent game, but the hackers are killing it, and so are the bugs and glitches of the game. Those are the two things that are ruining the gaming experience, but we're still playing it. Me, I already told you guys, this is going to be the year that I'm not spending any money, because that's more money in my pocket saved, and I don't have to worry about the BS. So that is my way of doing things, because at the end of the day, I have this funny feeling that all the money that I spent on Call of Duty over the years would have been added to my account. And listen, one thing I gotta thank my community for sticking with me, helping my channel grow, and helping the super chats level up, because I'm always going to be motivated by the super chats. That's going to help the channel, that's going to help me thrive. Listen guys, I know anytime you want to come onto the live stream, even if you want to super chat $5, a minimum $5 is the minimum. Like that's a nice gift right there. $10 is much appreciated. $5 is appreciated. $10 is much appreciated. Like I appreciate, and even if you can't do that, if you could do 99, 199, 299, you know, then I'm happy with those numbers too. But at the same time, it's time for the channel to grow, because the funds that I'm getting now are going to be going towards community gifts, but also towards things that I need to buy for the channel to make things better. Because as of right now, truly, I do need an editor for the channel, but not an editor over online. I need an editor that lives in Connecticut, that is willing to help me with my channel, and there's opportunity in that. So anybody that's watching this video and lives in Connecticut wants to comment, let me know. If they have the editing motivation and skill, then I could definitely give an opportunity. But I need that for the growth of my channel. I need that for the growth of my channel. Let's go back to Call of Duty now. So you have YouTubers that are saying that they used to play all these different modes, and then they went to zombies, because zombies is the only true experience that they know is not going to be filled with hackers. And even if it is a hacker, you might need a hacker to try to win a zombies match, God forbid, because it's so dreaded. There's so many zombies on the map, it's not even funny. So it's a crazy experience. So with that being said, we need to understand one thing, is that when it comes to Call of Duty is definitely a 50-50. When Verdansk comes out, I think it is going to be Reunion back, but the question is it going to be with all the bugs that are fixed? That's the issue. If it's not fixed, it doesn't matter how good it's going to be, because it's going to be riddled with bugs, and the hackers need to go. The hackers need to go. If Call of Duty can't find a way to get rid of the hackers, they'll never get rid of the hackers. You know why? Because they spend too much money on their merchandise and their bundle packs and their skins. I noticed that. The hackers spend money because they have money, so they want to hack. And I think it's becoming more of a business aspect than it is a security stunt, PR stunt, security for us all gamers on Call of Duty. So with that being said, it is one of those things where right now Call of Duty is just in a bad situation for the sake of it not being fixed with the hackers and the glitches. How many times have I gotten really, really upset because I'm up against hackers and they just ruin the gaming experience? I mean, really ruin the gaming experience. It's really annoying. So with that being said, all I can say is this: when it comes to hackers and cheaters, they are just ruining the gaming experience. So at the end of the day, it's one of those things where it's just not right that they constantly do this stuff over and over and over again. Like, they have no consideration for people that just want to play the game and not have to deal with the brokenness of the game, guys. Listen, I'm not a fan of the way the hackers are running Call of Duty. And I'm starting to believe that Call of Duty is part to blame for this stuff, because they keep letting it go on and go on and go on. That's where I'm putting the blame on Call of Duty. And I'm very upset at how our audio is being banned when I hear other people trash and saying trash. Not as much as it used to be, but they're still doing it, and they're doing it a lot. So yeah, that's a problem, guys. That's a big problem. That's something we have to fix, because right now, when it comes to Call of Duty, the game needs to be more refined and more secured for the community that invested in the game, not for the hacking purposes. Because if I wanted to, I could go to GameStop and I could get a Cronus Zen, the Cronus Zen Ultra 2 or whatever. I could get that. I could connect that to my controller, and I could go live, and you guys will see a bigger difference in my gameplay, my stats, everything will go up. But I won't be true to the community anymore. So or I would have to just blatantly admit that I'm using a Cronus Zen. So that's what I would have to do. I would have to admit I'm using a Cronus Zen. I'm using and that's far from the truth. I don't have nothing of that sort. I am basically just enjoying my gameplay and just trying to cope, trying to stay alive in the shark-infested bloody waters. That's what I'm trying to do, because that's how crazy it's getting. So that's something that they have to fix, because if they don't fix everything that's going on, the game is going to get worse and worse and worse. And if Warzone is not successful with Verdansk, it's going to be a huge loss for Call of Duty. Huge loss for Call of Duty. So if the same thing that happened last time with the game happens again with the cheaters and the hackers in the first Warzone when there was no anti-cheat, it's going to be a really bad situation. Really bad, because people are not going to trust the developers. Again, they've already proven that they can't be trusted when it comes to these little maps that were on Rebirth, Area 99, which I gotta admit, Area 99, in my opinion, is a decent map. I like the feeling of it. I like it better than Rebirth. Rebirth, we've been on it already. We know what it's like. When it comes to Area 99, it's a fresh new feeling of a map. It's got some pretty cool cyber future tech landmarks of the map. It's just cool. I like Area 99. It's a different map. It's getting us ready for Verdansk. But now we have the issue. And here's another thing too. Next year we have the PS5 Pro coming out with some pretty damn decent games. We have GTA 6 coming out in the fall. You know that's going to be a game that everyone's going to be hyped for. And then you have other games. I'm looking forward to the Wolverine when that comes out, because that looked pretty brutal. And you know, they said it's better on the PS5 Pro. After having the PS5 Pro, I realized that there are some games that do definitely play and look better, but I also realized there are some games that either don't play or look better, or they just look worse and play worse. So there's really those two differences in the PS5 Pro. The Pro is definitely got its advantages, but it also has its setbacks. So you have to understand that from other YouTubers that have already expressed how the Pro can be a better console, but we don't have a bigger CPU. And I think that's where the setback is. It's the CPU is the same. So the GPU is bigger, but the CPU, it's almost as if they didn't want to put the extra horsepower into the machine. So that is, in my opinion, a huge problem, because now we are going to see games that are not going to reach their true potential. And now you have games that will probably be marketed and might be exclusive to PlayStation for a year. Who knows? Maybe GTA 6. Is it GTA 6? Yeah, that will be the one that might be exclusive to the PlayStation 5 Pro. You know, and just Sony in general. So with that being said, the PlayStation 5 is definitely, in my opinion, I love the console. I love it. I'm a huge fan of it. I play it all the time, the Pro. I still have the Series X, but I just find myself not as excited. When these consoles came out in 2020, I was more excited for them at that time, because at that time we were told that we will never go back to 30 FPS. All the games that come out will be 60 FPS. And that was the problem. The hype of these companies. Even see, the PlayStation 5, in my opinion, when I first played it for the first time, I felt like it was a little downgrade. It wasn't as powerful as the Series X, because we were on Warzone, the very first Verdansk, and when I played it on the Series X, I'm like, this console was made for this game. It just looks and plays better. Everything just seemed better. And then as I realized that all these games that were coming out for the PS5 Pro were, how do I say it? Not PS5 Pro. When they were coming out for the PS5, the games were just outrunning the Series X. There was maybe one or two games that were just running better from countless console game. even when it came to Callisto Protocol, when that game came out and it was competing against the PlayStation just had a more smoother launch, better handling game than the Series X and the PC. And people were quite surprised because PC, Series X, it's all Microsoft, so deep down they're not using the same hardware mechanics that a PlayStation Sony uses. So you're always going to, it's always going to look and feel just a little bit different. Some games may be better, some games may be way worse. So that's something you have to understand. Now, when it comes down to whether you choose PC or Series X or PlayStation 5 Pro, depends really what your style of gaming is. I am a huge fan of Sony, how they market their games, how the games look. I like Sony better than I like Xbox because Sony makes you feel like you're getting a premium product. Now, some people may disagree, that's fine. I would much rather, to be honest with you, if I had the option to play on my Series X some games, I would on the YouTube, but for some reason I have to get a new setup for you guys. So that's something I have to think about. Focus on the channel, grow the channel, get everybody to be excited, build up the channel, get the right tools and tech so the channel can look up to par. And I need to start focusing on that. That's my number one priority right now, guys, because at the end of the day, I'm always just stuck. And we're still having fun. We're playing the games. We're enjoying ourselves. There's nothing wrong with the way we're playing. It's just that I could just do a little bit much more. When I got my PC at the time, the PC was exciting to have, but I don't know. It just didn't have all the setups that I would want it to have, and I could ask Best Buy to try to help me with that, because that's something that I do truly need help with. And as of right now, I'm just in one of those situations where I'm just trying to wonder if I'm going to ever be able to have a good gaming setup with a capture card and all that stuff. A lot of people use monitor, and so it's easy for them with the monitor. Maybe if I have to, I may just go monitor. I might have a better gaming experience and all that stuff. I'm just so used to having a big TV, though. It's like, it's really difficult to see the difference when you don't have it. You know, and it's like, I don't know what to do, because next year I do want to upgrade to the new Samsung TV, because I hopefully, if it's a matte finish, I might just stick with my S95B for another year, and hopefully the TV will withstand and withhold. And that's really it when it comes down to it. It's one of those things where I'm just basically not a fan of the matte finish. The matte finish, to me, just not a fan of it at all. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it. And that's really it. The matte finish is a very, very, in my opinion, it's unsatisfactory. I like the VA panel. I'm a VA panel type guy. So the matte finish to me is like, it's not motivating. It's not inspiring. I just don't see the matte finish as something that I like truly to give me that immersive feel, you know. All right, guys, I am all at work, and thank you so much for tuning in. This is the Stealth Dragon channel. Thank you for just being here. Appreciate you guys watching the video, and I will see you guys tonight on the live stream. Thank you so much for all the support. Shout out to Jazz, shout out to Boss Level Madness, Easy Difficulty, shout out to everybody that has supported the channel financially, has supported the channel, hitting the thumbs up, commenting, all this stuff. I can't remember everybody's names. Please don't get offended. Trust me, if you come onto the live stream and you talk to me, I will respond and talk to you guys. I always do. All right, guys, thank you very much. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Hope your shopping today is going to be fun, safe, and rewarding. I'll see you guys on the live stream tonight. Stealth Dragon, sub to the channel. Help me reach that 3K goal. And I love you guys. Bye.